Come one, come all. Ladies, gentlemen, gun sluts and autists. I present to you, the gun cunt.
Anyway, these are the various groups that I have. The taped centered section was just me sighting it in. I went a little bit faster than I probably should have. Didn't really do any kind of breathing or anything like that. But yeah, not terrible. Here's the groups again. I went from left to right, middle. I thought I had two more loads in there, but I didn't. So anyway, that's rolling around. I used this magazine to sight in a few rounds, so it's not going to be quite 30, but we'll kind of make do. Alrighty, so we got 10 magazines loaded up with 30 rounds apiece. I'm filming this after the fact because I'm a retard. So I already fired this guy in completion. This was filled with about 8 various loads, and then I added 3 more. So I think we're at 311 rounds or something like that. So anyway, this is what I have dedicated for the range use today. I'm going to let this guy cool down a teeny bit because we just fired these guys pretty quickly, and then we'll switch it up to the 7.62x39 AR and then go from there. Dude, what the fuck? I could have sworn I hit the fucking record. I tried to bump fire this bitch. Apparently didn't fucking get on camera, god damn it. So anyway, one magazine that I just fired, so it's an additional 30 rounds of the 10 mags that I have. Didn't even get it on camera. I'm trying to get everything. I don't hear nobody. Anyway, it kind of bump fired, but being a 5.56 and having something detonate out of battery, I don't think I want to do that. So I think the verdict is still out on this bitch. So, you know, I kind of would be as fucking careful as possible. So I'll fire fast, but I'm not going to bump fire. So it's getting a little hot. I'm going to rotate back to my pistol. I'll let this bitch cool down a teeny bit. Yeah, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fucking count. I don't give a shit. Anyway, 300 rounds total today. So, anyway, so this is another one of the Pioneer Arms magazines. This comes with the 5.56 rifle and pistols. Sweet. We're all loaded. that's about 30 rounds. I mean, everything's kind of bunched together, a few wildfires here and there. I did have shift to the left, and then same thing with the Bear Creek Arsenal, a little bit of shift to the left as things kind of heat up a teeny bit. But no, I feel like everything's pretty stout and positive inside of those rests or on the bipod that I'm using. Yeah, not too shabby. Today's range cigar. I can't recall if I fucked with these guys before or not. Pledge. Anyway, interesting. All right. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I think last time I recorded and I was smoking a cigar, like I fucking talked for like 20 goddamn minutes and then phone wasn't even on. I'm just out here talking to myself like a retard in the woods, just chattering on to a camera that's not on. So I double checked this bitch. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't taste too bad. A little bit more of a kind of oakier taste. A little bit heavier. I really enjoy more of the mild cigars that you don't take with you when you go home. You know, something that doesn't like get into your fucking clothes too much, stain your hands terribly. So I like a little bit more of those mild ones. I think what we'll do is I'm gonna fuck around. I'm gonna pick up some of the 5.56 cases that I've been firing, check to see if there's any oddities there. What I am gonna do, just while I have your ears, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna take the angle foregrip off and go back to some slow controlled fire and see if the Monstrum optic is holding up. Just make sure that everything's kind of hunky-dory. Probably do a couple of strings of fire there. I may or may not get that on camera. And then same thing with the mount. I'm unsure if that came loose. You know, we'll kind of fuck with it a little bit. But so far, it's holding up pretty well. I'm just a little nervous to bump fire it because I don't trust the rifle just yet. But it's working pretty goddamn well. I tell you, what's really impressing me is the Bear Creek Arsenal 760x39 AR. Goddamn, that bitch was accurate as fuck. So I'm really enjoying that. And then I'm really happy the ammo isn't super compromised, so I'm able to get through all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna probably fuck around, not record shit, save battery, because I still haven't bought battery packs. I'm a cheap little fuck. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get to it. Forgot about the bake light. It was in the fucking range bag. God damn. See, it just looks great. Just looks fucking great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at that bitch. That is chewed the fuck up. That is the buffer. This was the initial quick solution to tame the overgassing issue. However, at this point, I would highly advise probably replicating Clashman NC with a stiffer recoil spring assembly, or I believe it's oh, I can't recall his channel name, but the gentleman that's replacing the piston with the KNS piston to tame the gas, because this is just, I mean, that is excessive. I have buffers and other AKs that do not look that chewed up. Fuck, this is hot. So I'm gonna set it back down. But anyway, yeah, look at that. And I've allowed this to cool down probably every third magazine or so, but that is no bueno. Look at that bitch right there. Good Lord. So this did take the brunt of the damage, as I see no wear back here, no odd stuff on the receiver, no cracking, nothing weird. Looks kind of just as we left it, but no kissing back on the back side. Of pushing up or damage on the inside of the dust cover here, so that's good. That's just grease in there, grease and carbon. So I don't see any kind of scarring or deformation inside of here either. Actually not bad. Finish wear, but no peening. So I don't see anything too crazy. And I believe that was there. I got to check my video, but I think that little tick mark was there. But yeah, no deformation. Whereas on the PSA, I already had on the camming lug here, I already had some peening occurring. So, but no, this is looking okay. But again, low round count, so just keep that in mind. Here's a bolt carrier. Okay, we got a little bit of, surprisingly, on the camming surface here, I don't have it, but on that, if it can focus, got just a teeny bit going on in there, but no real, well, a little bit of finish wear on that side, but again, no peening there. No extreme like mushrooming of the little tail there. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's looking okay. That's looking okay. Yeah, not too shabby. All right. What's actually important right here. There we go. Okay. A little bit of finish wear, but I stuck my finger in there, and I can't feel a lip. So it looks, because of the finish here and then the little angle, it looks like it's peening, but that's actually holding up okay. So not too bad. Nothing crazy going on in the rail sections. Nothing going on inside of there. So all in all, not terrible, except for it's overgassed as fuck. So I'm probably going to go with the KNS piston, or again, to remain on the budget side of things, just an extra strength recoil spring assembly or return spring if you're autistic. Alrighty, so that should do it. Good Lord, look at that. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake. This is just a sample size of the casings from the Pioneer Arms 556 AK. This is rough brass, but I don't have any more of that extreme discoloration from the rough chamber on the base of the right down on the third one in, right down over here, like I had on that initial. It actually looks like that kind of polished out a little bit. And obviously you're going to always have sidewall, well, maybe not all of them, sidewall case dents such as that. Sometimes the mouths are going to get dented as well, or the necks, but other than that, yeah, not too bad.
I can't believe today was a good day.